Hello, hello, and welcome. Asha Light Eagle and Paranormal Whispers, and we are stepping into to the next reading, okay? And it's going to be a session for, now let me just, Gemini. So Gemini, it's for you, this session. So let's see what will happen for Gemini this month. And Gemini, you are, from May 21st to June 20. And let's see what... let me just check something and see if I can find it. And Gemini, what did I say? Yeah, I was talking about, May. So your rune is Ingvaz, Ing, and it is from the 4th of May to 29th of May, or Uthala. That is that if you're born on later on in May, then that can be from the 29th of May to Ingvas. Ingvas is your runes. Sorry, let's not make it complicated. Let's make it easy. So Ingvas. Your... Oops. Let's see. And Gemini, this is your sign. Okay. So let's work and see what's going on for you in all this now. So let's go to house number 1. Okay, so here we have house number 1. And you receive Ingvas on in house number 1, and you receive Ingvas upon the butterfly. Oh, that's interesting. So this talks about that it's time for a rebirth, a transformation, something new that will come, something more positive that maybe you have been hoping for. And this something new, as you receive Ingvas, this is your rune as well, this talks about relations. This can talk about so many things, but especially for yourself, you are going to get out of your comfort zone. It's like coming out from the jail, is how I would like to express myself. Coming out from the jail and stepping into something new, something big, and you're going to feel like you can express yourself more than what you have done in the past. It's going to be important for you. You're going to how should I say, you're going to like the change that you yourself are going through, and to be able to come out from that jail, because you have felt like just because you were too scared to say how you feel and think about things, because you didn't want a conflict to be risen up. Now that you don't have to worry about that, it's going to be easy for you to actually be you, and to be able to say how you feel and think about things. and you're not going to doubt yourself. It's like coming out from that, being among people, being positive, taking care of, use your gifts, in what is. And if I'm not wrong, I'm getting the artistic side of this all a little bit. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you are, it's like look into your artistic side, because you are a person that can create so much, and you can be quite secretive, but you're trying to be fair and square in what is. And both grown-ups and people, like to have you around, and so on. There are people that do not like when you say, reality. If someone asks you, how are you? And you say, oh, this is like this, like that, and so on and so on. People usually are expecting to hear, oh, I'm fine, or it's going okay, the simple, fast answer. So when you say, when you talk a little bit more than that, people get, can get like, I don't want to listen. I don't want to know. And so try to, see to who you can communicate with and not, because some people will have that understanding, and some people, will have difficulty there. So let's see what the second house is. And the second house, prosperity, values, wealth, possessions, and resources, sorry. And you have coin, I believe. Yeah, you have coin. Yeah, it's like you're going to receive money, okay? And then you have the scales. So you're going to receive money, and you're going to think about, how can I spend that money? What is important for me to spend the money upon? And it's good that you're taking that time to think, because even if it's not money, much money that you're being given as a gift, even if it's not a lot, it is a help. It helps you to overcome maybe a struggle that you're going through. So even if it's little, it's better than nothing. So think about that and try to do something a little bit more positive out of this. And you might not just receive money once. It can happen maybe a couple of times, who knows? But it's a gift, and it's something that you're going to be happy to receive. It's going to do you actually quite good. And sometimes you don't have to maybe even wait over, what to spend on and not, because it will be fair and square, sort of, in a way. So when it comes to work, if you have been talking about money raise, or something like that, maybe didn't go the way that you wanted. You maybe was expecting a little bit more and didn't receive that. So so it's like, yeah, I'm not so happy, but I'm okay with it. So try to just walk with what you have received. So the next, communication, and this is creativity. Your creativity, intellect, knowledge, short journeys even. So let's see what your rune did fall on. Oh, okay, so it did fall on the key and also on the work of art. Okay, so maybe it's time for you to see what is it that you are wanting to find stability in. And it's like you're trying to find stability, economical stability for you and your family. You're trying to do, maybe you should try to do something at your side that you're good at, which can be which can involve art of some sort. It can be painting, dancing, singing, working with clay, whatever it is that you're drawn to, that you sewing. I mean, whatever it is that you feel like this is what I can, this is what I want. Try to, make it. Try to find that time for yourself so that you can actually make, because you have something that is in your ancestral lineage that you can use in this situation, in this position. So try to use it a little bit more. Don't be afraid. Find that stability and try to work it, because this can be a key for something more bigger to be how should I say, to be open. It's like a new doorway opening, new opportunity, something big, something huge. So try to work on that. Okay, so home, the next house is home, and here you have challenges, obstacles, and this falls upon your family roots, family tree. For me, this talks about that maybe you don't have much communication with your family. It's like you have been keeping them away. Or maybe some situation will happen. It can be an argument, it can be whatsoever. But what will be is that you're going to find that someone do not want you to, be among, to have that communication, to have that positivity together. So I would like you to truly think about what it is that that you would like, because that would do you so much better than what the things are. I think that the situation can be blocked for some time, depending on how you will take upon you to resolve it. You can overcome this even if it feels like a bigger obstacle for you. Try to keep your calm in this, because it's a situation that that isn't easy, but I think that you can overcome this in a good way if you just give it a chance. So next thing, the next house is the 5th house, and that's for home, and that is for ancestors, family, emotions, security. And no, we already gone through this. We are on the 6th house, sorry. And that is pleasure. And that stands for romance, hobbies, children, and inspiration. Okay, and let's see. Let's go to your 6th house, and here we... No, how am I reading this? I am just doing this so wrong. I was in the 4th house. Sorry. Let's just go back. I'm sorry for the mess up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was in the third house. No, fourth house. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this was your fourth house. So now we are into the fifth house. Let's go to the fifth house. Sorry for the mess up. So that's pleasure. Yeah, and that's romance. That's exactly what I have said. So let's see where you have, wow. So you have the first rune that you have landed on hearts and linked hearts and Gradle, okay? And then you have Winjo upon Berkana. Ooh, so family. This can mean that if you are, wanting pregnancy, if you're not expecting to get pregnant and get, to become a parent, maybe that is what is going to be up on agenda this month. Maybe you are going to expect, get news about pregnancy. I see happiness. I see joy in this. I see that you're going to put a lot of emotion, love, and happiness in it. You're going to be overwhelmed with feelings that finally it's happening, and you want this to be something special. And hold yourself now, because as you receive linked hearts and with the Gretel, sometimes this can stand for twins. So this pregnancy can truly be special for you. If you're ready to get your hands full with twins, yeah, that's what can happen. But it's joyful and it's positive, and I see happiness. I see happiness in it, actually. So we have the house where there is no rune upon. Okay, so I'm going to. Oops. So the next, that is health. You don't have any rune in the health house. So I'm going to just move forward and let's go into partnership. And this talks about relationships, contracts, union, and marriage. So nothing in the health house. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Well, you have Winjo there leaning a little bit there. So, happy, joyful health there. I'm not seeing, there is no sign of anything. Sometimes when you throw the runes, it's not always that anything will, be in a house. So let's go to the next house. And as I said, partnership. And the first rune is the contract. And you received this upon the rings. Ooh. This for me talks about marriage. So if you're not married or engaged, something of this sort will happen. This is a contract between you and someone else, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be positive. You have had in the past difficult with communication with one another. You have been talking a lot through phone, computer, or something like that. It's like it have been a long distance relationship, and now it's going to turn to something a little bit more. Even if that's going to be difficult with the communication for you, I think it's going to do you good. You're also going to inherit some money. It's like a testament, something that is coming your way, but this is going to be emotional for you. And I think that people are going to argue about what you are receiving and why you, not me, why you receive that much and not me, and so on. So watch out for jealousy and things like that. The next thing that you're also receiving is falling upon, I'm moving into the next house, of course, mysticism, superstitious, occult, reincarnation, birth and rebirth. And you receive, let me just see, yeah, you're going to receive something from someone that is related to you, and it's going to be, as I mentioned, emotional. The next rune did actually fall upon the Kabbalah tree, and when it comes to compass, so it's like in between houses. So Kabbalah tree, mysticism, and travel, compass. So this for me talks about that you might think about joining someone, or maybe traveling to attend a course or something that is going to actually help you to become stronger, to follow your heart into this. This is going to bring you strength towards your spirituality. It's good, it's big, and I think that if you can do it before, you know, all the other excitements that can await you, if you can do that small journey, it doesn't have to be long journey, but it's like an invitation to something more, something deep. Try to follow your heart there, because you can actually, even if you're scared to face things like that, and you feel like, oh, I don't know how to handle it, and you might, you know, disbelieve things and so on, there is going to be something that is going to be a huge experience for you in it. So, you know, take part of that. So that's that. So let's move into the next house, which is travel. And as I said, you have compass there, and it's like it's something that you have been waiting for a long time to actually do, proceed with, but you haven't. It's like it have been difficult for you to do so, and it have been taking its time, and now you have decided. It's like you are going to have, like, it's like, I want to say, the power, the masculinity, the you know, the strength to actually go through this. It's going to do you good. So try to make that wish, you know, come true. Next is career, and it's about aspiration, power, fame, public image. Oh wow, okay. So you have two runes over here, and the first one is the letter, and you feel like you're on your way to climb to the top. You're climbing slowly, and you are, you know, you're taking one step at a time, not to make it too big or too difficult and hard upon yourself. The next thing that you receive, this is you have set your goal, and you feel like whatever you're setting your goal on, you need to think about adding other people. It's like working together with other people, having goal together with other people. And, you know, do it by heart. Don't be scared to show emotions, because people are going to help you to build. You are going to build something interesting together with other people. It's an interest, and together you guys will grow strong. Even if it's a company, for an example, it's going to grow because of whatever you guys are going to achieve. It's going to be a huge step for you forward, and there is going to be a lot of joy, and you're going to feel like, wow, we are climbing it, but we are doing it in a good way. So keep on climbing it, because it's going to be good, even if it's something that you feel like you have been stuck in for a long time, and you feel like there haven't been a change. It's going to have a impact and a change upon you. Okay, so the next is community, friendship, group, objectives, associations, global issues even. And you receive this on the human. You have the snake upside down. For me, this talks about that you feel like people are not moving forward. It's like people are where they are, and you're worried for people that might be in other country. Let's say that you have moved to a different country, and still you have family members in a different country where there is worries and so on. You are going to worry for them, because you feel like the government or the political people is not treating the people as they should. And this is hard. This is something that have been going on for a long time, happening for a long time. This has been a stagnated situation that people, it's like, if I may say government or whatever this is about, political people and so on, it's like someone is holding someone, people or a country under control, sort of. It's like, you have to do what we want, otherwise it will be this and this. So people are scared to say how they feel and think. It's like they hide their emotions, feelings within. And this is something that you would like to change, and you're trying to find that communication, find a way to make a difference. But it's not hard, because you are not sure who to trust, because you don't know who to trust in this situation, and nor does your family members as well. This is a delicate situation, so I believe that you should be a little bit careful with how you proceed with this. What you can do is you can support your family members if they need some support, and if you can support them, then do that. But otherwise, try to keep away, because this can lead to more worry than what it has to sort of in a way be. So it's sort of like a warning there for you. Okay, so let's see. Next is philosophy, and that's the 12th house. Wow, did it go so fast? And you have Berkana here, and this talks about karma, fate, subconscious, and secure self. Sorry, secret self, not secure self. Well, maybe secure self, who knows? And you have Berkana here, and you have Berkana upon the shadow man. It's like you're trying to see both the good and bad in something, and you're trying to bring in love, understanding, a bigger mind, bigger thought, a bigger unconscious and conscious feelings. It's like you're trying to show people what the humanity is. You're trying to show what family means when people stand together. It's like you're trying to show so much. There is so many things that you're trying to give and share. And you're going to, do that, give that warmth, give that joy. And you are not, ready to give up. And this, you know, stands in between fighting for, you know, becoming a champion, fighting to become, you know, to actually get that reward, to be rewarded. You're going to receive some type of reward, or you're going to feel like I am getting the rewarded because I did give so much. It's like people are going to see how much you're trying to make a change. They're going to honor you, reward you in some way. So yeah, that's a positive way. It's not bad. So now let's throw the runes and see what they will reveal. I'm trying to... Oh, there is a rune that falls out, which is the Lagos, and it's about emotions. So let me just throw it in somewhere like that. Okay, so now let's see. So let's start with East. In the East, you receive Ingvas, which for me talks about emotions, feelings, relationships, love, sexuality. And this is something that is, you know, that is important for you and your partner. There is a lot of joy that is coming together between you and your partner. There is a lot of emotions that you're showing one another. Things have been maybe locked in the past, but something is opening up. It's like you're getting that stability, which is positive for you and your partner. There is a lot of romance, a lot of feelings that are happening, and you're being truthful towards one another. Truthful, and this romance, this relationship have been for, you know, a long time. And for me, this talks about that even if there have been complications with communications, you have been still holding on together. A contract is going to be signed, and it's going to be a huge gift for you and your partner. And you also need to learn to trust one another, but also need to learn who to trust at the same time. Because that trust is going to have a big meaning for you and your partner. So yeah, this is what you're receiving, Gemini.